Welcome back to this week's edition of Pet Project, everybody. We're joined once again with Becca Lawrence from the Lloydminster and Community SPCA. And Becca, we got a lot to chat about this week, but before we get into that, let's go ahead and show off our animals for the week. So I'm going to cede the floor to you, and you can introduce who we're visiting today.
Yeah, so this is Tilo and Emma. So they're kind of focusing on some people that are here right now, but Tilo, hi, buddy. Yeah, they are our bonded pair. We're trying to find them homes together. And then Tilo, he's our male. He's neutered, and he's about 128 pounds. And Emma is about 110. So we got almost 250 pounds worth of pooch here. And yeah, they came in together. They were surrendered together. And so Tilo himself seems a lot more attached to Emma. So we're really trying to find them a home together, which we know is a little bit hard with the amount of dog that's here. But they're really, really sweet. They seem to love everything. They, normally they're quite all over the place and snuggling. And actually, I think they're kind of checking out the little kitty that was over there. But but yeah, they're fairly docile dogs. They don't hear much of barking out of them, which is really nice. And yeah, like I said, sorry, Tilo is about 4 and Emma is about 3. So yeah, they're still pretty young.
Yeah, and honestly, they look like such sweet dogs, right? Like they seem very well behaved. They're
Yes.
keeping their eye around the shelter there, but obviously they seem very calm. I imagine they would probably be really good dogs for maybe somebody who just got an acreage or a farm.
Yes.
Farm dogs are really good to have in pairs because you don't want your dog to get lonely on those long nights or weekends when you're gone. So it's always good to have an extra dog around to keep them company. And they, like I said, they both seem so well behaved. And as larger dogs, it's really nice when you're able to give them a lot of space, to help burn off that energy when they can run around and they can roam and things like that. So perhaps if there's somebody out there who, just became the owner of their new farm or their acreage and they're looking for somebody to help keep an eye on things around the farm, certainly, get in contact with the SPCA and check in with Tilo and Emma. But we'll move on to our next subject because we got a lot to talk about this week. So you guys have a new fundraiser coming up, and you're doing a collaboration with Spiro's in town, which is a great local restaurant. We always like to give them a good shout out because they do so many wonderful things in the community, and here's a prime example. So I'll just once again let you kind of tell the people what to look forward to.
Yeah, so they put fundraisers on every month, and this year we finally got in on the fun. And so we're hoping around the 21st that we'll start advertising for it. But yeah, it's just a pizza fundraiser. You fill out your form on what you want, and then on the 14th, I believe, before the Easter weekend, that's when everyone can come and pick up their pizzas. So yeah, it helps us out, and you get Spiro's pizza, so it's really a win-win.
Yeah, and I gotta say, I love Spiro's pizza. It's really good. Whenever we order pizza for the office here, for everybody, if we have a luncheon or something, it's always Spiro's because everybody loves it. It's really good food, so certainly mark that on your calendars. Make sure you're putting in an order and getting your pie. And we have another one coming up sooner, so actually right away, which is your St. Patrick's Day event. So once again, Becca, why don't you let the people know what they can look forward to with that?
Yeah, so on St. Patrick's Day, which is tomorrow, I believe, or no, Thursday, sorry, I think 17th anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're having a meet and greet night. So if there's an animal that you've really been keeping your eye on and you just kind of want to come in and meet that animal one-to-one, we're going to have a space set up so that you can have that time frame. So all of our information is on the Facebook page. You can check that out. But yeah, we'll be booking time slots, things like that. And then we'll have cupcakes and treats available, and obviously giving a shout out to the Lloydminster Co-op because they're making the cupcakes for us, so we're really excited about that. But yeah, like I said, if there's just an animal that you've really been trying to keep your eye on, and if you think it's time to come and meet them and see if they're the one for you, then definitely book a time slot for on St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no better time because you can go and visit the animals, but you can also get cupcakes from the co-op, which is another great local
Yes.
organization, and they also make great food. Again, I love going to the co-op bakery and getting some of their items. Beautiful. And one more thing we have to kind of chit-chat about before we let you go and, take care of Tilo and Emma again is the Collectors Convention, which is coming up here right away. And you guys will have a presence there. So once again, I'm just going to let you tell the people kind of what to look forward to for that.
Yeah, so Babs Gaming and Sports Cars, they're putting on a collector con. And initially they were just doing it at one of the halls here in town. But then the Family Expo invited them to join them. So it's on the 26th and 27th, I believe, that weekend, the last weekend in March. And yeah, it's just going to be a lot of fun. They're going to have a silent auction with proceeds coming back to the SPCA. And they're going to have an NHL and Super Mario tournament.
Ooh.
So if you want to get in on that, that's yeah. And but yeah, like proceeds coming back to the SPCA. They're a great new store here in town. They're not even a year old yet. So and then obviously tons of family fun at the Family Expo. So we're going to be there, and you can support us and a new store and the Family Expo.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. And once again, shout out to Babs. It's always wonderful to see local businesses, help out local organizations. And I can't think of a better one than the Lloydminster SPCA. You guys are my favorite for sure. But unfortunately, that's all the time we have for this week. But I want to thank you, Becca, and I want to thank Tilo and Emma for stopping by and saying hi. And obviously, if anybody out there is interested in picking those two up, make an appointment, call into the SPCA, it's make it happen. They're a lovely pair. So somebody out there, go ahead and pick them up. But once again, thank you so much for stopping by, Becca, and we'll speak with you again next week.
Perfect. We'll see you next week.
Pet Project is sponsored by the Pet Pad. For total pet care, think Pet Pad.